Leave it in. Leave it in.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of the Vidiots podcast. It has been a week. But before we get into some of the big news and stuff that has happened this past week, what have you been up to?
It's been a busy week. My goodness, it's been a packed week.
Okay.
I worked while I'm done my one job.
Yay!
Last week, which it was a bizarre week there.
Oh, busy? Or
Well, we've been getting busy.
Okay.
Well, Monday we had a different truck driver, and he didn't know what he was doing. And he didn't speak English, so he was an hour late, an hour and 12 minutes late. It was a fiasco, but it was kind of entertaining at the same time. So, it was busy. I was busy the whole time.
That's a good thing.
I sold some of my comics.
You sold some?
Tuesday, I bought Batman, Arkham, and there was an update for Rock Band. 2 humongous updates. Literally took all day. So I was kind of bored. And just for some reason, I just wanted to look into some of my comics. So I did. I sold them to mycomicshop.com, which is a site that I've been ordering comics from for a long time.
Okay.
So I sent it out. The estimated it was only they only take certain comics at a time, whatever's wanted.
Okay.
So I had over 100. I just put in 100, and only 20 some of them did they want to take.
Okay.
But the estimated credit value was like $62.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought, okay. But shipping is 20.
Oh.
So I'm making it I'm making a profit of 40.
Yeah.
So at least I hope so. Now, when they get the comics, they will review or look at the comics, make sure they're in good condition.
Oh, okay.
If everything's perfect, I should get 62 credit, which is awesome because there's a ton of comics coming out starting December. Which is another reason why I wanted to get some money. So,
right.
Plus, I got all these comics lying around that I don't need.
Yeah.
So they should get the box on Tuesday. I don't know how long it'll take them to go through it, but I'm hoping I get my $62.
Yeah.
And I can order some stuff.
There you go.
So that was a big thing for me. That's why I was at Parcels Plus.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's packed in there. Jeez, please.
People come in and out of there all the time.
Gosh.
Is that for your week?
Yeah.
Any other big stuff?
That's fine.
That's fine. For me, it's
We'll talk about the other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Did you
hear my phone dinged.
Turn it off. Ignore it.
Oh, sorry, baby news. Anyway, so this week has been a week. Again, we'll get into a lot of the big gaming and movie stuff later. But as far as personal life,
a lot of stuff.
Work, and we bought a couch for the new house. We actually just did that today.
Yeah, they didn't warn me about this.
Yeah, we didn't warn
I've been
you.
here 3 hours.
So we put together
3 hours.
3 hours, 3.5. Whatever. So we had a couch that we picked up today. Last minute, movable island that we put together for my wife. That was unexpectedly.
But this happened to me today. I pinched my finger.
Ow. No one can see that.
It hurts. It's like a blood blister.
Yeah. Work. That's pretty much it. Work and just house stuff. So, all right. Now let's get into the main reason you guys listen to this. If you even listen to it. News. All right. News to cover. Get the big one out of the way first? Or little ones first? Let's do little ones first. So, Zelda Spirit Tracks has been released on the Wii U Virtual Console. Are you going to pick it up?
No, not anytime soon.
You really need to play it. It's so much better than Phantom Hourglass.
When I have nothing to do and play.
That's never going to happen.
Not for a while.
Exactly. All right. Well, I'll probably pick it up because I love Spirit Tracks. And then the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't. I never even played the first one.
Oh. Didn't you watch? You watched Jason play it?
No, I don't even think I ever watched him play that game.
Really?
No.
Huh. Well, I did.
So
I think I played it a little bit.
I have no comments on this game.
It looks good. Like, the graphics look really good, obviously, because, it's maybe the same people who did Grand Theft Auto, but I think it looks better than Grand Theft Auto 5.
Well, it's PS4. Grand Theft Auto is not a PS4 game. That's a remaster.
Oh.
Technically. It wasn't 5 on PS3, and then that came out later.
Was it on PS3?
I'm almost positive.
Huh.
Get off your phone.
Okay. Now, that's it. What?
Sonic looks terrible over there. He's pale and he's hunched over.
He's got no body. No one can see this.
Go ahead.
Let's take a picture and add it to the video. Yeah. That'd be great. Anyway, so now, the big one. Nintendo finally revealed the Nintendo NX.
Barely.
Well, they did. And it is called the Nintendo Switch.
And that is the only thing we learned.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. So what the Nintendo Switch is
that
it's a console.
video gave me more questions than answers.
The Switch is
Way
a console.
No, it isn't. It's a
the
portable
big
handheld.
thing, the thing that it basically is an iPad, if what you look, because you can take what are they called, Joy-Con controllers, and you can slide them into the quote-unquote iPad or whatever, I don't know what they're calling it. It's actually the console itself, and you slide it out of the dock, and it takes it from the TV screen onto the pad, and you can take it anywhere. Along with that, you can basically play anywhere, like on planes. It's not like a limited range access like the Wii U gamepad is, because
it's a portable system that hooks up to your TV.
Basically,
that's what it is.
But it's HD and everything. So they even said that like the switches can actually, like, if you have two of them in the same room, they can actually connect and you can play multiplayer games like that. They showed that off in the trailer with like the basketball game and Splatoon and all that stuff. It even has a nice little rest that you can set on a table or something. If you like they did it in the trailer, was the guy on a flight. You can set it on the thing in front of you. You can take off the controllers and you can play like a normal game while watching the TV or whatever. It does look interesting. It's just I'm a little worried about the battery life because it is rumored to only be 3 hours. And for what they're trying to accomplish with this system, 3 hours is not that great.
No.
They have also stated that the screen, like, it's not going to be double screen like the Wii U is. It's going to be single screen. So games around it are going to be built like that. So like Zelda Breath of the Wild on Switch is not going to have that map that you would have on the Wii U. So if you want that map, then go with the Wii U version.
It's dumb.
They're taking a step back a little bit from the Wii U and going for more traditional.
This isn't traditional.
This
is their way of saying we failed at home consoles. We did so well with portables.
It's technically is a home console. It's just it's
a portable that you hook up to your TV.
It's a home console. It's a home console
that can be portable
device. I think first it's home console. That is what and then it's portable. I think the main focus is a home console because the graphics wouldn't be.
All I saw was people playing it out off their TV.
That's because that's the main gimmick.
Exactly.
Gimmick. But you don't have to. That's the thing. You don't have to do that. You can easily leave the thing in the dock. But they're sacrificing. What?
What are they sacrificing to make it a portable, though?
I don't know. What are they?
Probably graphics.
I think they look fine. So the Wii U looks fine. That Mario looks fine.
Is this more powerful than a Wii U? I don't know.
We don't know that. They won't give anything because that's the next thing.
Why are they waiting till 2017?
Nintendo is not going to release any more Switch news until 2017.
That's so stupid. It's coming out in March, for goodness sakes. People got to pre-order this stuff.
I know. I was watching another podcast, and they were discussing what they think the price was going to be, and they said that they think it's going to be no more. Like, at the highest peak of price would be $350.
That's what the Wii U was, wasn't it?
I think is that what it was when it first came out, and then it dropped down.
Well, all consoles do that.
Yeah, but they said I don't think the price point would be any higher than $350. To me, as long as the game's good, I could care less about what the graphics look like.
It's performance power.
Yeah.
what you can do.
I think
Not
Wii U ran pretty
necessarily-
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that did bad.
But, exactly.
But it did bad because of the name. That was
that too.
Now, I think the
But
Nintendo Switch is a
they-
pretty good name, but
I guess.
it gets the point across of what it is.
better than Wii U.
Wii U is kind of just like,
What? There's a Wii U?
is it just like it made parents think it's a peripheral for the Wii?
Yeah, it was dumb.
Yeah. I enjoy the Wii U. I thought it was a good
I think
console,
it's their best
but
console.
sadly,
It wasn't utilized correctly. That's the thing.
some games did.
Rarely. Nintendo has this weird thing of the last game they make for it is the one they utilize the best.
Color Splash.
No, Star Fox. Technically, use that
Yeah,
pad better than most.
You didn't even play it, so what are you talking
Well,
about?
I know about it. And then Skyward Sword on the Wii used the 1-on-1. And that was one of the last games, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They
it
wait till
was.
the very
Yeah.
end to finally do something.
I
you're
don't know.
supposed to
Mario
do with
Maker
the
did pretty well with the gamepad because that's
Well,
how you
there
built
was all
levels.
kinds of things you could do with that gamepad that they show when it first came out that nobody's really done.
I think that's because they kind of realized that they messed up with the name and the advertising, so they were kind of like, oh, shoot. And now they're taking a bunch of Wii U games and porting them to the 3DS to try and get more sales. Like, that's why we got Super Mario Maker 3DS. That's why we got Yoshi's Woolly World 3DS. I'm sorry, Yoshi and Poochie Woolly World, or whatever it is. That's why we got Hyrule Warriors Legends and stuff. But anyway, yeah, the NX. Another thing that they said is rumored that it's not going to be Wii U or 3DS backward compatible.
That wasn't rumor. That was confirmed, wasn't it?
Was
But
it
then how the
confirmed?
heck are they playing Wii U games on there?
They're not. We'll get to that. They're not.
Well, that's misleading.
All right,
Why
let's just go into this. Zelda Breath of the Wild. We already knew there was going to be a Switch version.
You know, what's the difference? It's portable.
Probably. We don't know. Hopefully they'll get into that. They showed Skyrim, which we're assuming is probably an HD remaster.
Is the remastered one?
Probably.
Isn't that what's been out on PS4 and?
Maybe.
Oh.
There's
And it
that.
might be a PS4 power.
Yeah. It'd be nice. Okay, and
I don't
then
know.
obviously they showed a new Mario, which looks
I want to
interesting.
talk about that.
All right, we'll get to that then. Let's cover the other two that you think are Wii U games. So we'll cover the big one last. Splatoon. Splatoon. People are thinking they're not sure because the location that was in the area and the hairstyles of the squidlings, the inklings, are different than what we have in the Wii U game.
So they're doing.
So they're
remasters.
wondering if it's remasters or if it's just a new game.
So I gotta buy all these games again. It's like PS4
We don't
all
know.
over again.
Because if you watch Mario Kart,
It's same Mario Kart 8, but different.
it has King
That
Boo
would
for
explain
one.
why King Boo and them weren't DLC.
And did you see the items? The item boxes?
I didn't notice.
If you look at the item boxes on the trailer, there's actually two. There's 2 item boxes that you can pick up 2 items.
Double
So
dash.
some people, there's a guy that I was listening to podcast.
But
It
it
was
can't
like
be a brand new Mario Kart game. They wouldn't use the same gimmick. They never do that.
they didn't show that gimmick. They didn't show the
It looked
anti-gravity.
like it was the
graphics did. What
But
they
it
were
looked
racing
like
on,
it
they were
was
racing
the-
on Yoshi Circuit. That didn't have any. The GameCube, the Double Dash Yoshi Circuit, that doesn't have any anti-gravity moments. in
Oh,
it.
I thought they were doing anti-gravity.
No. So it's a little different. So where people are wondering if these are remasters or if they're updates or what, but it's kind of looking like they're remasters with added content.
Remaster implies more powerful.
That too. I don't know. See,
Why
there
do they do
is
this?
a
Why
lot
do
of
they
questions.
tease this and then not tell us anything for two
I
more months?
think they just wanted to get out what the heck the system was because
Well,
of
this
all the
makes it
stinking
worse.
rumors. Well, yes and no. We know what the system
Why
is.
don't they
We just don't know the specs.
Do you mean to tell me
the
they don't have
price.
all the answers?
They do.
Really?
But
What's the hold up here?
part of me wonders if they're not doing much of telling us what the Switch is until after the holidays, so that way it doesn't take away from their 3DS and final Wii U sales with all the hype of the Switch. Because the Switch is basically, whether they admit it or not, is the end of both the Wii U and the 3DS because it's portable. So it's basically both of their key systems combined into one.
Yeah.
So
But no touchscreen, which they both have.
yeah, that I don't. No, the touchscreen wasn't confirmed. There's been a rumor that there is
if the
touchscreen.
thing has to stay in the console and you can't use that second screen, it is not a touchscreen.
It could be when you take it out.
It comes off the TV if you notice. When they take it out of the console, it comes off the TV.
Yeah, it comes off the TV and goes to the pad.
Right.
Yeah. It could be.
So you can't.
But
why wouldn't you take advantage of that?
maybe they are. They just there's Nintendo recently did state, while they stated that there's going to be no more news until 2017, there's still a lot about the console that they haven't said. So there's still so there still could easily be like the whole menu software. And what the heck those games are.
Virtual console. Oh my gosh, if I can't play that on there, I'm already mad about not being able to play Wii U games.
Got to keep your Wii U out still.
I mean, I got to hook another system up to my freaking TV. There'd be 4.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You got ones you don't even need hooked up. GameCube.
I play that.
Why don't you hook the Wii up?
Because I play my Wii games on the Wii U. I want to play on the actual GameCube, man. That thing's like
it looks sturdy. Better on a Wii. Wii has the progressive scan.
You have a progressive scan.
Do you not realize that the GameCube games play with progressive scan on the Wii?
I really don't care.
It makes them look better.
Anyway,
Sean.
So you wanted to bring up that. Well, no, we'll get to that. So we talked about the Mario Kart, the Breath of the Wild footage. Obviously, it's Breath of the Wild. It looks nice, but that giant moblin.
Oh yeah,
that thing was creepy looking. Yeah. But actually, going into the Zelda thing, that brings up a big concern that people have, because a lot of people watching that trailer have noticed that when Breath of the Wild goes to the what is it?
What do they call that? It has to have a name.
That's actually the Switch. That's the console. That pad is the console itself.
Oh, the other thing's the docking station.
Yeah. That's the console. Because someone did an analysis of that thing, and it actually has on the top, it's got like where the fan would be.
Right,
it's got the fan. So that little thing is the console.
Powers it and hooks it to the
So they actually notice when it comes down to the console, and you go out and play whatever, that the frame rate dropped dramatically. So that's another thing that has people concerned. Like when it comes to the pad, what is the frame rate gonna do? Like, what is it gonna look like? Is it gonna be bad like it was in the trailer, or?
That's what I'm saying, man. More questions than answers here.
Yeah. What?
Nothing.
Okay. So, Mario. What did you want to talk about? Mario.
I was thinking about this even before the Switch trailer about what a new Mario game would I want to see.
Okay.
For years, what I wanted to see was basically a Mario 3 type game in 3D, which they did pretty much with 3D Land and 3D World.
Yeah.
So I was very happy with those 2 games. And then I thought, and this came from playing Mario Kart, all those Mario Kart stages. There's like cities and towns. Mm-hmm. Well, I would love to see a humongous epic Mario game where he's running around in different locations, like cities and stuff. Kind of like an open world Mario game.
Yeah.
Like we don't. If you think about there hasn't been a core Mario game since Mario Galaxy, single player.
No, there really hasn't.
If you think about it, Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy all sort of like Mario 64. You were basically in a castle the whole time, jumping into these little levels.
Yeah.
Mario Sunshine, you were on Isle Islands the whole time.
Yeah.
Mario Galaxy, on these little planets.
Yeah.
I want to see big open worlds with a big story.
Yeah.
All kinds of characters, somehow make a Mario game like that. And that little footage they showed almost looked like what I was thinking, because they showed kind of like a town.
It was like a Mexican town.
Yeah. I just think like a big, like almost what they did with Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
With Mario.
Now, I was watching an analysis of those 6 seconds, and actually you get a lot out of it. The guy who was doing the analysis looked at the town first, and well, probably wasn't first, but he looked at the town, and the people are actually, if you really look at them, they almost look like they're skeleton people. Yeah, they look like they're
that was
skeleton
people.
people, but they're not like attacking Mario. They're just dancing. So that was
Okay.
good. But in both of the levels that they showed off, if you look in certain areas, they're covered in ice.
Both of them?
Both of them. If you look at the one where he's running straight ahead and there's a bullet bill coming, off to the side there's like ice, and then in front of him there's ice covering a heart. There's actually a heart that is shown, almost akin to the heart in Mario 64. You know, where it filled up his health bar.
Oh yeah.
There's that, and then when you switch to the town aspect, you can see some ice off to the distance. But if you look at the fountain that's straight ahead, it is all covered in ice. So something's going on with ice in this Mario game. Stuff being frozen
But I would love to see him in a city. I have this image of Mario being in a city, like those cities from Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Like that'd be so cool.
that would be
Like
cool.
maybe almost like
Grand
an
Theft
RPG
Mario.
without an RPG. Like the way Mario RPG was laid out, story wise,
okay.
and how you met a bunch of characters and you go to towns and stuff. Make that into a 3D game, but not an RPG. Something different.
I don't know if they would do that,
I
but
don't know, but that's why I would love that. It'd
maybe
be
eventually,
different.
once
I
they
want
give
it to be
Mario
new.
a gun, maybe, I don't know. I'm
No,
joking.
for goodness sakes.
No, it looks interesting, and people were saying how the way Mario moved was a lot more faster than he did in 3D World. They were saying how it was more akin to like a Galaxy movement, but at the same time,
Well,
it
it
still
looks like
looked
it's a single player Mario game, right?
looks it for now, but at the same time, we don't know. We really don't know. But some people are wondering if it is going back to like the 64 Sunshine and Galaxy.
Yeah, we haven't had one in a while. So.
I would more so want like a 64 and Sunshine where it's one cohesive area
Yeah,
than a Galaxy, because I
Right.
love Galaxy, but at the same time I think it's getting old because we've already had two of them.
yeah. They don't need to do that again.
Here's Sebby crying. Where was I going with that?
You don't Mario Galaxy. You didn't want them to go back to.
No, some people were thinking it was going back to like 64
Yeah,
Sunshine type
what
thing
it should
because,
do.
well, one, the heart for one, and people just want to be able to go and like do levels where you can collect like stars or whatever again, or whatever it would
They
be
don't
again.
even have to do that. I mean, they could do something new. I'd like to see something new.
I want to
Brand
see
new.
something new that's not New Super Mario Brothers.
That wasn't new. That's side-scrolling Mario.
It's still called
That
new.
wasn't really
And
new. Graphically, yes, it was new, and it was
honestly,
cool, but
if they
that
were
was-
if they were to show off the Switch, if they were like before we even saw the trailer, if they showed the Switch off and then showed another New Super Mario Brothers game, I would have,
they wouldn't dare do that.
because that would have
They would never do such a thing.
They did with the Wii U.
Yeah, and what happened to the Wii U? Duh, what did they say? We're going to have a strong lineup on the Switch this time.
They did.
Maybe.
Did you see that list of third parties?
Yeah.
That is
That
a
doesn't mean
gigantic
much to
list, and it has a lot of big names on it. That's really good.
2017.
Yep, we got
What a
2
bunch
months
of
to wait
crap.
until we get more information on it. So yeah, the Nintendo Switch.
All right, let's move on from this.
Is that all you wanted to say about the Switch?
Yeah.
Alright. So movies. Then we'll move on to that. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 trailer. Teaser trailer.
Yeah,
whatever.
I think it was more
Teaser.
of a teaser. I don't know. No, I didn't think it was anything special, to be honest.
I think it was anything
It
special.
was
The
like-
line from what's his face made me laugh though.
Drax?
Yeah.
He's always funny. Drax was the funniest part of that movie. And
Yeah.
he was. Yeah, it was nothing new. It didn't tell me anything new. Really. it
That comes
didn't.
out this summer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll
May.
see.
It comes out in May. This was the May one. Spider-Man comes out in the summer.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even sooner. Cool. So I loved the first
Oh, yeah.
Galaxy.
Oh, definitely.
So
Came out when you guys got married, remember?
yeah, I remember. So I'm looking forward to that. Next is the Logan trailer.
Oh, no, that looked awesome. dark.
Now, is that
and-
R-rated?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why are they waiting this long to do an R-rated Wolverine movie? I don't know.
Yeah, his is Hugh
because of
Jackman's
Deadpool. Sadly,
last.
and it's
Ring.
loosely based on Old Man Logan's story.
Okay.
But they really can't do that because that comic book involved Hawkeye, Red Skull, the Hulk.
Oh,
So they really couldn't do anything. So I guess they're doing their own
spin on it.
thing.
And
Nice to see Patrick Stewart.
I was gonna say he's back. He looks really old.
Well,
in that.
it's got. How is he still alive?
Oh.
So I don't know. There's some questions there because Wolverine doesn't age that much, and it must be really far in the future for him to be that older.
Huh.
I think I can't remember how the original story was. I have to reread it because he was older in that, and Hawkeye was still alive. So maybe I don't know. I have to read. I'm just curious as to what timeline.
No.
They're screwed up, messed up freaking timeline, but it looks awesome.
Yeah, it does look interesting. Although, is he gonna be the only X-Men in there? I guess.
Everyone's dead besides Professor X.
Oh, they did state that in the thing, don't
He was
they?
in a graveyard.
Yeah.
And that's the way it was in Old Man Logan. I think they were all dead.
Oh. Well then.
Yeah.
So it's weird that they
Curious
went with,
if that girl is X-23 though. They didn't really. I don't know. They sort of hinted at it, but I don't know.
You
We'll
just
see.
have to watch the movie.
Yeah,
When does that come out again?
March 3rd. I was surprised by how I thought that was in the summer.
Oh.
It's coming out in March
Well, there you go.
already.
It's curious how they went with Logan as the.
I like because probably an homage to that storyline. Old Man. They didn't want to call it Old Man Logan because that's kind of weird.
I thought it was Wolverine 3. I thought they were just.
Well,
gonna,
no, I like it's called Logan. I think that's fitting to me.
Okay.
That's it. Moving on.
We got some TV news happening. I finally sat down and watched Milo Murphy's Law. Finally. And actually, Morgan liked it too. Basically, it's about a guy voiced by, who did I say it was?
Weird Al.
Weird Al. And he is jinxed with the Murphy's Law. You know, if anything could go wrong, it will thing.
That reminds me of Interstellar.
I've heard of that. Anyway, so the series starts out with him meeting what becomes his best friend at a bus stop, and everybody else at the bus stop is standing away from him, from Milo, and they're like, "Dude, why are you getting that close to him?" And like, "We're okay over here," and literally everything bad starts happening to both of them because the guy keeps hanging with Milo, and like everything bad happens from like a cement block rolling towards them and they have to run away from it, to being chased by wolves, to being chased by a wolf with a beehive on its head because they knock the beehive off. And
This is a cartoon?
It's a cartoon. And it's so random and hilarious that it's great. And the whole time Milo is like so calm about it while everybody else around him is screaming their head off. It's actually really funny. The writing's pretty good.
That reminds me of an X-Files episode. There was a guy that was surrounded by good luck. Wait, what was it? Something about people who come into contact with him have bad luck.
Okay.
But he has really good luck. Like he'll win the he'll buy a lottery ticket, he'll win it every time. That's just what it reminds
Well, that's
me
lucky.
of. It reminds me of that, sort of.
But it is really funny and random to the point where one time they got shot up in the air and landed on a UFO. And before they got their brains sucked out, they're like, "Dude, we need to get to school." And the guys beamed them into school.
Kids?
These are kids.
Weird Al's doing a voice of a kid?
Yeah.
He's like 40-some years old.
So, honestly, I am really impressed. Obviously, you know, it was made by the same people who did Phineas and Ferb, but this time there's no music. I mean, there's obviously a theme song, but not like music in the episodes like Phineas and Ferb had. But no, I thought it was great, and I'm looking forward to seeing more. You wanted to talk about the new Spider-Man cartoon?
I wanted to mention this last week, I forgot, but they announced a new Spider-Man cartoon. I guess it's replacing Ultimate Spider-Man.
Okay.
Which I never watched because it's based on Ultimate Spider-Man, I assume, which I never read those comics.
Okay.
Maybe it's not. I don't
He's
know.
voiced by Drake Bell in that.
Yeah. So I don't know what this one's going to be about. What how many Spider-Man cartoons can you do? This is like the fifth one or something. If it's based on the Prime Spider-Man, I guess I'll watch it. We'll see.
Spider-Man's like one of their most popular.
They're doing a cartoon movie.
A Spider-Man?
Yeah, a different company.
No, I didn't know.
Isn't that dumb?
How many?
What is the point?
There's going to be so many Spider-Man movies that it's
not
gonna...
good when you get to that point. You're doing it. It's not good.
I know.
I don't know why they're doing a movie. So dumb.
I don't know. So
okay.
that'll be. When's that premiere?
I don't know.
They didn't
just announced it. I don't know.
All right. So we got no music news this week, but you have a world news.
Did you hear about that UFO conspiracy theorist guy that died?
No.
Mysteriously. I saw this on Yahoo or whatever, and
Yahoo?
there was this guy. He's a UFO nut.
Okay.
He was in Europe. He was going to speak at a conference about something controversial, but he died. He found him dead on his couch, and they don't know how he died. And his friends or stuff said he was vomiting black fluid or something.
That's
he
weird.
He texted his mother before he died that something's about to happen to me. Investigate. He texted his mom. I don't know. It's kind of creepy. Yeah.
That is really creepy. Yeah.
So apparently he had information. He had some information about something. And they killed him. The government.
No problem. They're listening,
Hey, I didn't do anything. I'm just reporting the news.
Yeah, it was on the news.
I just thought that was interesting.
That's weird. That's really weird and creepy, actually.
It is creepy. Black fluid.
Only other world thing or normal politics stuff.
I don't care.
That's 2 weeks away?
I don't know.
I think it is.
It's usually November.
Yeah.
Is it when the PS4 Pro comes out?
Who cares about our next president? Let's just get a PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
So we can all be destroyed while playing our awesome system. Anyway.
Next.
What is next after?
Reviews.
Was that actually next?
According to your thingy, Bobby.
Yeah.
Thingy, Bobby.
So, do you have any reviews this week?
Yeah.
Oh.
2 movies. Technically an expansion and technically a game. A remaster. I don't have to say much about that, though.
Okay. Well, I only
as
have
long
a
as
game.
you don't go long on your review.
Well, I didn't actually write one this time. I'm just going to go
Are you going to do it? The Paper Mario?
Yeah, we're only
Color
32 minutes
Splash.
in. So, I finally beat... I'm 32. So, I beat Paper Mario Color Splash. Finally.
How long did that take you? 2 weeks.
Yeah, about 2 weeks. A decently sized game. At the end of the day, I am pleasantly suppressed. Presently impressed.
Surprised. Well,
Impressed.
You were surprised that you were impressed.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Coming from Sticker Star, Color Splash is a giant step in the right direction for Paper Mario. Still not where we want it to be, but the story and the writing was fantastic. I'm going to go a little bit spoiler, so if you don't want to hear it, skip ahead a little bit. At the very end of the game, they actually throw in a Mario Kart reference to the point where to get to Bowser's Castle, the paint stars actually build a rainbow road. And you try and walk up the rainbow road and you slide down. So then you're like, well, what the heck? How are we going to get up here? And out of nowhere, you hear this wahoo! And Luigi comes flying out in a papercraft version of a Mario Kart.
Did you do the death there?
No, I don't think he did. That would have been great, though.
Missed opportunity.
He comes out in his standard cart from Mario Kart, obviously made out of paper. And he drives them up the Rainbow Road. It actually plays the Rainbow Road music. And he just drives up. And I thought that was fantastic. And then it even to the point where once you go see Bowser after he gets done being possessed by the black paint, he says, Mario, what are you doing in my castle? Did we have an appointment to go kart riding today or something? But the final area, the music for the final area is probably the best final area music I have heard in any Mario game. It sounds very Mario
64.
It sounds It sounds better than any, like, it sounds Galaxy-esque. It's really, really good. So the graphics looked really great. I think you can even say that because you've seen the graphics, and it looks, for the paper aesthetic that it's going for, I think it looks really good. The story, the dialogue is fantastic. Gameplay, it's there. Battles are okay. Again, you're using cards and whatnot, and you have to paint them to use them to power up, and it's there. Like, it's still needs some work to make it really, really, really work. I wish they would just drop it all together and go back to RPG.
Switch it out.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, but Paper Mario Color Splash, I think, to me, more so, I loved it the most because of the dialogue and the story, and just like the environments that you go to, the music, and the randomness of it all. I mean, at one point you fight a steak.
Do you eat it?
You're fighting the steak because you gotta to tenderize it, and then you have to use 3 thin cards. You have to salt and pepper it. You gotta grill it, and then you gotta squeeze lemon on it. And then it goes to a VIP guest that turns out to be a Koopaling, and he eats it. And it's the most randomest thing ever because the steak actually attacks you. But it was great. One of the instances of dialogue, I think I told you about this before, was Mario was having a conversation with Shy Guy on a train. And, Shy Guy's like, oh, I'm working for Bowser, and, I wish I could just... go on vacation, relax, and it's tough getting up every day because one minute I'm just like mind my own business, the next I'm being ordered to take over a train. And Mario, thanks for listening, but I feel like next time we meet we're gonna be enemies. And then probably 5 to 10 levels later, you're in a forest and you defeat a Shy Guy, and before he dies, he stops and says, Mario, I'm that Shy Guy that talked to you on the train. If I had to go like this, I'm glad it was you. And then he dies. And I'm just like, dude, you just made me feel sorry for killing a Shy Guy. Like, seriously. All the Koopalings were in it. They gave them really nice personalities. Morton was really dumb.
Who?
Morton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
He was really dumb.
Personalities from the cartoon?
I don't know. Wendy was very into being beautiful and whatnot. Lemmy was a part of a circus. I think it's Lemmy. The one on the ball. Yeah, he was on a ball. The one complaint I have is all the bosses, you need a specific thing card to beat them, and if you don't have that thing card, you can't beat them. You can't beat them.
Well, that is dumb.
So there's that. Except the final boss, you don't need any thing cards from the final boss. Which is nice because because how the game ends, once you get to the door to the final boss, there's no way back. So there's no way of getting anything cards anyway, even if you needed them. Mm-hmm. So I guess they thought of that and were like, oh, well, they can't go back and get any, so if they don't have them, then they're basically screwed. But at the end of the day, Paper Mario Color Splash, I am going to give here's my 0.5s again. I'm going to give a 7.5. And that's mainly because of the music, the story, the dialogue, graphics. And then the gameplay that's outside of battles. Because outside of battles, it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Like, you're using your hammer to paint colorless spots, which is strangely satisfying to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's basically the opposite of Mario Sunshine. Instead of cleaning up, you're messing up. So, yeah. Paper Mario Color Splash, I give a 7.5 if my opinion matters to you. So, moving on.
Tuesday, Batman, finally, this Batman remaster, Batman Arkham. Return to Arkham is called. Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City. Remastered for the PS4. It was delayed for a long time, for a couple months. I love those games. Love them. It's basically Metroid with Batman.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing at all.
In 3D.
Yeah. Metroid Prime. Well, Metroid Prime's 2D.
And open world.
And it's easily the best super game ever made. Probably the best license.
What? It's better than Superman 64?
Yeah, it's better than Superman 64. I mean, it's perfection. I mean, what they did with
Batman
is near perfect. What?
I was gonna say Spider-Man 2.
No.
Because that's considered one of the best open world games ever. But
this isn't open world. This is normal.
I thought it was technically open world.
Or it's Metroid-esque. It's like Metroid. World? When you get to the city, it's a big city.
Okay.
I guess you could call it open world. Metroid open world combination.
Okay.
Sort of. But it's got, Kevin Conroy as Batman, thank God.
Yeah.
And thank God Mark Hamill. Probably the best Joker he's ever done in all these three of these games.
Do you see there's a small chance, I saw an article that Mark Hamill might be playing a live action Joker in some Batman thing. He might be playing a
what
live
Batman
action
thing?
I don't know. I have to find that article.
No.
Let me find that article while you finish
your
your
old.
review.
What, Dark Knight Returns?
Let me find
he's
that
too
article
old
while
to
you
get. I'd rather have Jack Nicholson to do Dark Knight Returns, old Joker. But if you haven't played this game before, please play it. It is fantastic. The story's good. Lots of secrets to find in the game, which I like. All the Riddler stuff. I mean, I haven't played Arkham City yet, but all kinds of secrets to find. And as for the remaster, I never quite understood why they're remastering PS3 games that are already in HD. I think they're doing it because PS4 is not backwards compatible, and this is kind of their answer to it by just remastering all the big
and
PS3
the Flash
games.
TV series.
No, he plays someone else in that. Not the Joker. He plays the Trickster or something. That's not even. That's. What is that?
That's Mark Hamill.
No, it isn't. Why do you have purple hair? It's the Trickster. Anyway, what was I saying? Goodness gracious. I was saying that I think they're doing all these remasters just to satisfy these people that are unhappy with it. It's not backwards compatible. So it's going to... But I don't really notice. I mean, I'd have to have a side-by-side comparison, really, to see the difference. But his suit looks cool. It's really detailed, and especially in the rain. When you're out in the rain, it really looks cool. I haven't played Arkham City yet, so I don't know. And I feel like his face looks a little different. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But his face looks like his lips are bigger or something. I don't know. That's what it looks like. And it's the Game of the Year editions and has all the DLC and stuff. So
that's good.
But Arkham Asylum, definitely one of the best. One of the best games.
What would you rate it?
10 out of 10.
All of your reviews have been like 10 out of 10.
I know. I haven't played anything. That's because I haven't played or watched anything new. It's been all the stuff I've seen. And the other thing that came out Tuesday was the Rock Band expansion, Rock Band Rivals.
Dun, dun.
It added a Rivals mode, which I still don't quite... I didn't really play much because I've been playing Batman.
Right.
But you join a crew of 10 people online, like an online community.
Yeah.
And you compete, I guess, for scores or something. Well, they added an experience system every time you play a song. Depending on difficulty and how many stars you get, if you get 5 stars on expert on a song, you get 150 experience points, and
so you can level up.
So they added a bunch of stats and stuff, which I liked a lot that they added this. But I think it goes towards your crew. I think people you play as much as you can. I think they have weekly challenges. I haven't really gotten into it. You have to send a request to join a crew, which I just did last night. So I don't know if they accepted me.
Dun, dun, dun.
So it definitely has added a replayability because each instrument I think gets separate scores.
Oh wow!
And it'll tell you which instrument is your best, which drums for me. It also changed the font of the game. The color scheme changed a bit. Changed a few things around. And if you pre-ordered it, you got 10 songs. Really, none of them were any good. I think the best song out there was the Sia song, and that's a pop song. I mean, it's not a rock song. That's my one complaint about this rock band.
Are there any Demi Lovato songs in there?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Not that
Miley
I
Cyrus?
remember. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's like 2 Miley Cyrus packs, I think.
Oh.
They've been focusing a lot on modern pop. And
That's why I'm surprised Demi Lovato's not on there.
Oh, she might be at some point. I mean, they put bunch of Justin Bieber songs on there.
Him? Really?
Yeah.
Ugh.
But I only play, and they added a Rocky drama. It's basically single player.
Oh.
It's like when you create a band in the game,
Yeah.
when they do like a behind the music sort of
Interesting.
thing. They got real people talking.
Hmm.
I played it for the first time last night. I only played a half hour, and then I got to my first set list. Basically, your nobody band.
Mm.
In your first set list, you play 3 songs, and there's one guy in the audience because you have no fans yet. You hear this guy going, "Yay!" It's freaking funny. It's actually really funny. And they mention it in the narrator. And they mention how there's only one guy in the audience, but he really loved it and all this stuff. But you gain fame, I guess, the better you do on each song. So I already played. But I thought that was an interesting addition.
Yeah. So,
those are my 2 video games things of the week. I guess I'll do Arkham City when I start that up. But I haven't finished. I'm only like 40-some% done Arkham Asylum, and that one's much smaller than Arkham City. Is much bigger than.
Yeah.
So that's my 2 game reviews. You have anything else? Am I going to do all the reviews this week? Holy cow! Okay, he has no game review. I guess I'll go to my movies.
I don't think I have any movies either.
Did you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. yet?
Morgan did.
I'm caught up now.
Didn't.
Been good this season. I'm impressed.
I just know I walked in one day and I saw Ghost Rider's face come off and show the flame and
it's been
whip
good.
this thingy
I
at
liked
somebody.
It so. When there was a major thing that happened that has to have an impact on the movies.
What?
Well, I'm not going to tell you. You didn't watch it.
Just tell me. It's fine.
S.H.I.E.L.D. has revealed themselves to the public.
Oh.
So Doctor Strange is next. I don't know. I don't see why they would mention S.H.I.E.L.D. in Doctor Strange. I really don't think
it would be like the next Avengers.
Well, that's not
because Guardians. They wouldn't do Guardians.
Spider-Man, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
We'll see.
I mean, unless it's something so small as in Doctor Strange, you see it on a newspaper or something, and it's not mentioned, but you could see it just on like someone's reading a newspaper and it says something like S.H.I.E.L.D. comes out or something like that.
Like they mentioned that they did Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They mentioned Daredevil on a news thing, something about Hell's Kitchen. Oh, so they mentioned the Netflix shows on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I saw another article recently that said that now there is a possibility that the Netflix shows would appear in Infinity War.
Of course there is.
So
they
it's
could do a cameo. They could do a quick cameo and I'd be satisfied.
Get it?
They easily could. Flash.
I'm sorry, not Flash.
How dare you?
Wow, that is
How dare you?
That is
Can I do my movie reviews?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I got 2 of them.
Okay.
The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. One of the best horror movies ever freaking created, man. 1982. They just released a collector's edition.
You're doing a lot of old movies.
Well, those movies are good from the 80s. And this movie is exceptional. Okay. Now it's a remake and an adaptation.
Okay.
There was a short story way back in the day called Who Goes There? And it was adapted into a movie in 1951 called The Thing from Another World. So this is basically a remake of that and an adaptation of the short story.
Okay.
And basically, it's about an alien crashes in the Antarctic like hundreds of thousands of years ago and gets frozen in the ice. A team of scientists discover this thing. And what this thing is it absorbs a person and then becomes that person.
That's
so
weird.
You don't know who the thing is.
Right.
And that is the brilliance of this movie. There's so much suspense and paranoia because you don't know who the thing is. And there's a fantastic scene where they're doing a blood test to see who it is in the room. One of the best scenes you will ever see in your freaking life. And let me tell you, the visual effects in this movie, I should say special effects. Oh, forget which one it is. Visual effects, special effects are 2 different things.
Yeah.
I think it's special effects. Visual effects is CG. Special effects are the best I have ever seen in my life. Like, the guy who did it, Rob Bottin and his team of people were absolute geniuses. Like, there are 2 scenes in particular that blow your mind. If you watched this movie back in the day, I mean, it must have the only reason my dad loved it. I saw it when I was a kid because he rented it and he loved the movie. So that's how I. It's kind of a cult classic because they said that it did bombed at the box office because
it's funny how that happens.
It was released the week after E.T. and at the time E.T. was the highest grossing.
Yeah,
and it goes from a friendly alien to, and I don't think people wanted to see.
Yeah, that's true.
The really dark, and so it bombed. But home video, it became now it's considered one of the best.
Yeah,
I mean, it is it's the suspense really, and the effects. And like I said, there are two scenes that just stick out to my mind. I mean, if this movie, if they did a CG, I don't even think it'd be as good to me. Like, that was part of the charm of this movie was the visual effects. Yeah. They were so well done. It holds up today. Like, I don't think it looks cheesy. I think it's because of the way the thing is. The thing is, it turns into this amorph. Like, when it morphs a person, it does all this weird, like, before it changes into that person. There's also a scene with the dogs. Like, it tries to absorb a dog. Interestingly enough, let me tell you, if you watch this movie, if you've never seen it before, you'll notice at the very beginning, literally the very beginning of the movie, it starts off with this helicopter flying over this dog, and a guy is shooting at it.
The dog?
The guy is shooting at the dog. It's this Norwegian guy. He doesn't speak English. There are two camps. There's an American science camp, and then there's this Norwegian one in Antarctica, miles away. Okay. This was a Norwegian guy. He goes, dog runs to the American camp. Guy doesn't speak English. He's trying to tell him that this dog is not really a dog, and they shoot him. Okay. It was this Norwegian team that finds the thing. Now you don't see any of that in the movie. Yes, you don't see any of that in the movie. Okay. Okay. A couple of years ago, they made a prequel called The Thing, and it's about the Norwegian team. And it's really cool because in the 82 version they go to the camp, and there's a guy that's killed himself. There's an axe in the wall, and they find his body burnt. Okay. You don't see any of this stuff, but in the prequel they do all that stuff. A couple years ago, so it's a really cool prequel. So if you're curious as to what happened to that Norwegian team, because they don't tell you, watch the prequel. Now it is CG. They do CG stuff.
Kurt Russell.
Yes, Kurt Russell is the star. He's going to be in Guardians too. Yeah. He's the big star. Wilford Brimley was in it too. Mr. Diabetes guy was in it too. I liked him.
Keith David.
All men. There's not one woman in this movie.
Really?
Now the prequel did. Mary Elizabeth Winstead was the star of the prequel, but
not one. That's kind of weird, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. John Carpenter mentioned that in some of the interviews and stuff. Let me talk about the Blu-ray. Hours of special features on this sucker. This was another Blu-ray by Shout Factory. They also did the Manhunter one that I reviewed a couple weeks ago. Okay. They have done really great Blu-rays. This one actually is 2 Blu-ray discs. So all the special features are on one disc. It has a bunch of new interviews with the cast, except Kurt Russell. I guess he's too busy filming Guardians to do anything. But they have a bunch of some of the older special features from the DVD. Really good stuff. But I tell you what, the dog in this movie is such a great actor. That is probably the best acting I've ever seen from an animal in this movie. If you watch the dog is creepy, but it's just really well done.
Well, it says here that the Rob Bottin dude was only 22 when he did this.
Yeah, movie. And he talks. He wasn't in any of the new special features, but he was in the one from the DVD. He's like a really enthusiastic guy, but I don't. He did The Howling. I don't know if I've ever seen The Howling, but Stan Winston helped with one scene. The great Stan Winston. Okay, I love him. But he helped with the dog scene, and he actually was in one of the interviews.
Apparently, there's a goof in the movie.
There's goofs in every movie.
And it says when one character is slammed into the ceiling, a piece of the ceiling breaks off, but instead of falling to the ground, it falls upward into the ceiling, revealing that the scene was shot upside down.
Oh, okay. And it has a controversial ending. One of those endings that it's kind of debatable. I won't give that away, but John Carpenter refuses to talk about it.
It was released June 25th, 1982.
1982. Fantastic. I mean, it really is one of my favorite horrors.
Budget was $15 million. Opening weekend, it did $3 million.
Yeah,
it grossed $13 million. So it didn't even make its budget. Barely. Man.
But it got a prequel a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah, here it is. The Thing, 6.2. 2011.
2011, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So if you want to know what happened to that Norwegian team, there it is, and they matched it pretty good to what's in the movie. So it's a good idea to watch that and then watch The Thing right after it, and you'll see like how they matched it up.
That had a $38 million budget.
Oh yeah.
Opening weekend it did 8 and it grossed 23, so that didn't even did it either.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's The Thing. Pan's Labyrinth is the other one. This was a movie by one of my favorite directors, Guillermo del Toro.
2006.
2006. This was the 10th anniversary Blu-ray that I just bought. Guillermo is one of my favorite directors. He did the Hellboy movies. He did Blade 2. He did Pacific Rim, which I actually was disappointed in. He did a couple other movies too. He did a movie called Kronos, which I didn't really like that one either. But I love Guillermo. He's such a great guy. And this movie is easily his masterpiece. It is just filmmaking at its finest. And I know when it came out, it was on a lot of top 10 lists. It made the top of a lot of top 10 lists. But it did not win the Oscar for Best Foreign Film, which blows my mind. I don't know why. It won 3 Oscars. It won Art Direction, Cinematography, and Makeup, I believe. But it's a story about... It takes place in Spain. It's subtitled.
Oh, okay.
It's all in Spanish. 1944 during the Spanish Civil War, which I know nothing about. But it's about this little girl named Ophelia, and her mom marries a captain. I guess she got pregnant. This is all before the opening scene, behind the, backstory stuff.
Yeah.
Her father died during the war, and she marries this captain. He's a very brutal, stern man, and they go and move to this place in the forest. I'm not sure what it is. Not really their house, because there's a bunch of soldiers around. So I don't know what it is, a base or something. But there's these old ruins in the woods, and this little girl goes and meets this fawn, and the fawn tells her she's
This sounds like stinking Narnia.
There's parallels
Okay.
to Narnia.
Okay.
That's Guillermo definitely
Okay.
has said that.
I was gonna say the way you're describing this
Yeah.
sounds really much so like Narnia.
But she meets a fawn, and the fawn tells her that she's the reincarnation of this princess, and that she has 3 tasks to prove herself. And the fantasy elements really, it's only about 15 minutes of the movie is fantasy. And it's 2 hours long. It's basically, and then there's debate as to whether or not the fantasy elements are even real, or if they're all in her head.
Oh,
Like
okay.
because the movie's pretty brutal. It's a brutal, bleak, and it's kind of saying that this girl goes to this place to get away from all the bad things that's happening to her, and because it's not a happy. It's really not a very. I mean, it's kind of how you look at it, especially the ending. And Guillermo had talked about this. How you view the ending tells you what kind of person you are. I don't want to give away the ending.
Okay.
But it's a beautifully written film, and it definitely is Guillermo's style. He has a very unique style. But I think what struck me the most about this is the theme of the movie, which I didn't really know until I listened to the commentary way back. I used to have the DVD because I saw it in theaters when it first came out. I'm pretty sure I did because it got rave reviews and it was Guillermo and it looked cool anyway. But in his commentary, he basically says he personally believes that there are certain people on the planet who go through that just have rough lives. I mean, they're kind of almost born into it. Like this girl didn't choose any of this, all the bad stuff that happened to her in that movie. She had no control over it. Just
Right.
There's nothing she could do, except she would go to this fantasy world.
Right.
But he basically was saying those people that go through hell, who are kind and gentle people, he believed that those people will be rewarded in the next life. And that theme just, stuck with me for years.
Huh.
But I love to listen to Guillermo talk. Like, he is one of those guys I could sit down and have lunch with because he just talks. He knows everything. He talks about art. Then there's one interview with him, a new one for the Blu-ray, where he talks to an author and they talk about fairy tales and screenwriting and stuff. It's really great. But he just loves everything. Movies and his video games. He was going to work on the Silent Hill game, which blew my mind when they said he was. Of course, that was canceled, that was the worst cancellation of anything ever. That thing was going to be freaking awesome. Like, I couldn't believe that Guillermo was actually going to work on it.
Right.
Oh my gosh. He was going to do The Hobbit, but all that legal crap he got tired of, so he walked away from The Hobbit. Oh. He did write the screenplay part of it, which, if you notice in the credits, his name is attached to the screenplay.
Oh, okay.
But this is easily his. I mean, his Hellboy movie is pretty good. Hellboy 2 is really great. But Blu-ray itself, this was a Criterion Collection Blu-ray, which the Criterion Collection really is reserved for really special movies. Usually movies I've never heard of. I only have 3. Huh. Pan's Labyrinth, Doctor Strangelove, and Benjamin Button. Are 3 Criterions. But they're usually like the cream of the crop of Blu-rays. Like, they do stuff really... They have an essay. This one comes with an essay. The only thing new they did was they did an interview with that Guillermo and that author when they talked. And then Doug Jones, who plays the Fawn and the Pale Man. He was also in Hellboy. He played Abe Sapien. So they talked to him about, and he's a really great guy too. That interview was really good too. Yeah. But like I said, subtitles. So if you don't like that, too bad. They don't have it, and it's not dubbed.
Okay.
In English, so
well, apparently
beautiful movie. And this movie, I tell you what, it has the most unique deaths. Huh. The way people die in this movie is so like almost elegant and dramatic. You'd have to see it to know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Some of the most unique deaths I've ever seen. And the villain, the captain, he's the bad guy. Like, that guy was great. Yeah. He was a great villain, man. Like, but they gave him a bit of humanity, and
okay.
It's good. Yeah. It's good writing. Like, Guillermo just
apparently had an estimated $13,500,000.
Why are you looking at the budgets and stuff? Why are you curious about the budget?
I'm just curious because then it grossed $47 million worldwide. So
they had a lot of awards too.
Yeah.
But not the Oscar. Not the Oscar. Well, that probably opened in Spain or something.
MX. So MX.
Mexico. He's Mexican. Guillermo's Mexican.
So opening weekend only did $501,000 in Mexico.
I hope he does Hellboy 3. I say it's not going to happen. I don't know why. 10 out of 10. Pan's Labyrinth, 10 out of 10. The Thing, 10 out of 10.
Man, 10 out of 10's everywhere.
I know, because I haven't seen anything new. I haven't watched that movie.
Well, Doctor Strange is coming out soon. So you'll have
That'll be new, yeah.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, is that all your reviews?
I wish I had my paper with me.
He forgot his paper this week.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Okay.
I'm not going to review Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because you aren't watching it.
Morgan.
Where's Morgan at?
She's upstairs with the baby.
Has she watched all 4 episodes?
I don't think she's that caught up, but... So yeah, I guess we'll move on now.
And I bought another Blu-ray, but that'll be next week.
Okay.
Another anniversary one.
Okay.
Because this was 10th, Pans was 10th. Thing wasn't any anniversary though.
Thing.
82. That was 82. That wasn't.
Okay.
Pan's Labyrinth.
10 out of 10. Watch it, apparently.
Yes, please. The beautiful film. Depressing, but
beautiful.
It's about war.
Beautifully depressing.
It's about war, and war's never.
If you've seen Narnia, then you'll like it.
And it's much more. It's not like Narnia. This is rated R. This is real stuff here, man. This is about. I mean, the war parts were more in than the fantasy parts.
Right. Well then, moving on. We go to your your comic zone.
Oh, yeah.
Your Marvel zone.
I haven't read anything new, but I was going to talk about something.
Oh.
What?
This is your zone, man.
Oh my goodness, there's sirens going off.
Dun dun dun.
I'll just talk about one thing. I'll save the other thing for next time.
Okay.
So the January solicitations came out on Tuesday. What? Now, let me explain it. The Tuesday before the last week of the month, Marvel will release what's coming out 3 months from now. From that month. So this was January. And it tells you what comics are coming out that month, and kind of a synopsis, sort of.
Okay.
Which I usually skim through. I don't read anything new, so I just sort of skim to see what's going on in the Marvel Universe. I know X-Men fighting the Inhumans. And Civil War 2 just ended, I don't know. And Bruce Banner's dead, I guess. Though I think the Hulk is being resurrected. Already. Jeez. I know. Okay. But what I always look at is the collections that are coming out. And that usually ranges from January, February. Other books come out a little later, the more expensive ones. But I'm really excited. 2017 so far, they're releasing a lot of big stuff that I'm excited for. A lot of things I've been waiting for. Now, what Marvel likes to do, whenever a movie comes out, they will release a bunch of stuff centered on that character. So Wolverine's coming out in March. They're releasing a ton of Wolverine stuff. And I'm so happy. Stuff I've been wanting to fill my holes in. There's one called Wolverine Prehistory. And it's all these books from before he joined the X-Men. Okay. All these, stories that take place then. A bunch of stuff I don't have. Some stuff I do have. So very happy that it's a pretty thick trade. And then they're releasing another volume of the Wolverine Epic Collection. Now I'll explain what Epic Collections are, I think, next time. Okay. But it's volume 12, which is the issues where he was brainwashed by Apocalypse and he got his adamantium back. Because he lost it. My favorite storyline ever. Yeah. And then they're releasing New Avengers by Bendis Volume 2, which collects the New Avengers series that was when Spider-Man and Wolverine joined the team. This was about 2005 maybe or something around there. He relaunched Avengers as New Avengers with a new lineup. Spider-Man joined and Wolverine joined, which is why I started buying it. And I bought the floppies, the regular comics. Yeah. I'm in the process of transferring to buying the collections because I like the collections better. So thankfully they're releasing. Right. Volume 1 comes out in December. Volume 2, which is they usually wait months between volumes. They're doing boom boom. So Volume 2 comes out in January, and then there you go. And then there's an Elektra complete. There was an Elektra series in the late 90s. It only ran for 15 issues or something. That's being collected in one volume. And Wolverine appeared in a bunch of issues, so I'm going to buy it. So, just to check off those appearances. I feel like there was another. Oh, and there was a Ghost Rider Wolverine Punisher team up. 2 special comics that they're collecting. Finally, those were 2 issues I don't have. That was the other thing. And December, there's a bunch of stuff, which obviously we didn't have our podcast on the December stuff, but I'll review them as I read them. But there's a bunch of stuff coming out in December too. So I'm excited for 2017.
Be prepared, Marvel Zone fans.
And they announced, big. They announced Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 3 because of the Spider-Man movie coming out. That's coming out in May. The omnibuses are these big fat, which I'm going to explain. Yeah. So that covers issues 68 to 104 of Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 3. I'm happy that that's coming out too.
I want them to do collections of the Sonic ones.
They do.
Do they?
Yes. Oh. They're up there. They have tons of volumes of that crap. I bought you some of them. You don't even read them.
No, I have some of them. Those are collections from beginning to end. Because some of them are just like the Sonic Select ones are just select comics.
Didn't I buy the ones that would start it from the beginning?
Did you?
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
I
I
think you
did.
did. I think you did. Yes.
They're
packed
small though.
away.
They don't have like thicker.
No,
I don't
they're
think they
small.
do. They don't do like big stuff like Marvel does now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about another thing, but I think I'll do that next week
Okay. That works.
since we had so much stuff this week.
Yeah, stupid NX reveal kind of just caught us all off guard.
Yeah, wow, whatever. So that's January stuff. Collections anyway that I'm looking forward to.
Yay! Any more comic stuff?
No, not at this time.
Right, so now we move on to the part of the show where we have a top 5. Now, Chris left his thing at home. So
yeah, I gotta try and remember what
see if he can remember it. The last few top 5s have been about like gaming, and movies and stuff. Whatever. Now we're going into something completely random, and we're going to be doing our top 5 favorite snacks. Yay! Snacks.
Actually, you have one on there I forgot, but I probably should put on there.
Uh-oh.
I'm thinking of 4 from now. I can't. You go ahead and do yours first.
All right.
I can't.
I'll go from 5 to 1 here. I don't really need to go into too much detail because, they're snacks. It's not like movies or anything. But number 5, jalapeno chips. The Martin's jalapeno chips. I love those things. Those are so good. However, the one day I bought a bag of jalapeno chips for my work. And, it was jalapeno and everything. I opened it up. It was just a bag of regular chips. They forgot to put the jalapeno seasoning on them. I'm like, oh, that is such a ripoff. Well, man, that sucked. Is. I had my hopes set on jalapeno, and I got regular. It was bad. Number 4 is hard pretzels. I love hard pretzels. They're really, really good. Oh, that's hard because I always get
I know exactly
wedges, which I think is
wedgie.
Martin's brings them in. Ouija, yes. But Snyder's is pretty good too. Number 3 for me are Flaming Hot Cheetos. Oh, I love those things so much. I could eat a whole stinking bag of those, with water, of course. Number 2 is just Doritos. Regular Doritos. I enjoy the spicy nacho Doritos, but obviously a regular Dorito, you can't go wrong with them. And number 1 for me are Cheez-Its. I absolutely love Cheez-Its. Those are one of the things where I can just sit down. Whether it's a family...
Cheese nips are better.
No.
Yeah.
Family-sized box of Cheez-Its and I can eat the whole thing.
Cheese nips.
I'm sorry. It's a better than nips.
Cheez-Its are saltier.
And cheese nips are too...
Cheese nips are cheesier.
I don't like nips.
Cheesier.
No. Sorry. Number 1 for me are Cheez-Its. So what are your 5 then?
Okay, I'm going to start at the bottom. Doritos. Nacho cheese is the only one I'll eat.
Really?
Yes, I don't like any of the other flavors.
Nacho cheese. Oh, that's the original. That's like the regular. I don't know why I was thinking Cool Ranch. I was like, wait. You don't... Okay, go ahead.
4 is going to be hard pretzels. Snyder's hard pretzels.
Snyder's
is far above and beyond. Especially, Utz is a little good.
I think we have Martin's. I think that's what those are.
Do you have Ouija?
I think that's a Martin brand, though.
I don't think even... I think
Martin's brings them
Snyder's is better than that, I think.
You think?
Oh, yeah. That was 4.
Yeah.
3, I'm going to say cheese balls / Cheetos.
Cheese balls are really
Whatever
good.
I'm in the mood for.
Regular
Cheetos. Though I did like the cheesy checkers back in the day. They don't make them anymore. Yeah. They were cheesy checkers. 2 is buttered popcorn.
Yeah.
I would put movie theater popcorn number 1, but I can only eat it at the movies. So
okay.
It's not. I can't snack on it at home. Right.
I mean,
otherwise that'd be number
brands
1.
Try and do like movie theater butter,
it's
but
not the same.
No,
absolutely not. Like, oh my gosh.
Okay, what's your brand
popcorn?
Then? Your brand of popcorn, like Orville Redenbacher. You got Pop Secret. You got okay.
I would say movies. If you could go to the movie theater and buy popcorn and leave.
They should do that. They would make so much money. But
that's amazing, man. It's probably unhealthy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nothing like eating a bag of popcorn. It's freaking expensive. It costs so much as much as the movie.
Yeah, or more than that, depending on what all you get. But yeah, anyway.
Number 1,
cheese nips.
No, kettle cooked chips.
Yeah,
I can't decide which brand though. I like the crab. What's crab chip? Oats crab kettle cooked. Probably my
guess for
favorite
me-
flavor. But that's
Okay.
for, I don't know. I could eat any kettle cooked chip. It doesn't even
I would
matter
go
what
with
brand it
Martin's
is.
kettle
Yeah,
cooked.
Martin's is good.
Yeah.
I'd eat any of them. Grandma
That's what
Oats.
their jalapeno chips are.
Grandma
kettle cooked.
Oats.
Oh,
Kettle
yeah,
cooked-
Grandma Oats is good.
Yeah. That's mine.
What about goldfish? Do you like goldfish?
They're okay.
Okay. Yeah.
They're okay.
So that was a really quick top 5, but it was just kind of silly and all that fun stuff. So now, before we end it off, we have our usual 3 questions.
Gosh, I
Chris-
never know what they
Yep,
are.
these are all random. Chris doesn't know what they are. So let's start with number 1. I'm trying to remember what they are myself. Okay. Who is an actor/actress that you would like to meet and hang out with the most?
Oh my gosh! Well,
You can do
It
like
has to
one
be
actor or
actor,
one
can't-
actress,
not
or
one
you can do just
musician.
one, or
I'd rather do one of each.
yeah, that works.
Actor.
Yeah, they could be still alive or they could be already dead.
Hang out with the most. Oh my gosh! I don't.
Here, I'll let you think. I'll go
I
real
don't
quick.
even. I don't.
For an actor,
That's
I would
a
probably
different type
pick.
of question than what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking of who I like, but who do I want to hang out with is different. That's
Yeah,
a different thing.
Like, who would you want to hang out with? Who would you want to have conversations in person with? For me, for actor, would either be Robin Williams or Robert Downey
dead.
Jr. I said they could be dead. Like, even like if you could go back and do that. So I'll pick Robin
my
Williams
gosh,
or Robert Downey Jr. As far as actress, probably Lucille Ball and / or Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Those are mine.
I don't even know.
You don't know?
I don't.
There's no actor or actress that you would want to like meet the most in person.
Nothing's coming up the top of my head.
Huh.
Honestly, like I could tell you director. I said Guillermo del Toro. I could tell you musician.
But you're not no actress, really?
Actor and actress. I mean, I know who I like, but I don't know if I'd. Okay, Larry David. Technically, he's an actor. He's
Yeah,
more of a
'cause he
writer.
does-
He's more of a writer.
But he did act.
I
acted
would
in
like
that
to
show,
hang out
yeah.
with him. Okay, Larry David is.
All
I
right.
think he's freaking funny. Actress, oh geez. I just hear Sebi crying. That's all I hear.
Sebby's not an actress. He's not even a girl.
See, hang out with implies.
Or just meet. And have a chance to converse with them a little bit.
I don't know.
You don't know an actress?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. If it comes up to you later before we end, then say it. But no, okay.
How about no. Maybe Gillian Anderson from the X-Files.
Is that the main girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
The redhead. She's not really a redhead. Okay,
Alright.
I'll pick her.
Okay. Alright.
I don't know why. She seems like she'd be fun. She's not like Scully. Scully is kind of not stuck up, but
Right. Okay.
I'll see that bug. No show. I'm more trying to think on that one because that probably could come up with a better.
That's the point of these questions. You're not supposed to think about these for long periods of time.
Oh,
These are just random.
so
Like
this is all for my entertainment. Your entertainment with my not knowing how to answer these.
I could let you pick some 3 questions.
No,
one week.
no, you can keep doing it.
Okay. Question number 2. If you could choose to travel across the world or travel through space, which would you do?
I ain't traveling through space. That scares me.
Really?
Yes, I wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid. No, not anymore. You see Gravity? See that movie? No,
No, I haven't seen
do.
Gravity.
You should see it. I don't want to travel through space.
So you'd rather travel the world, across the world?
Yes.
Yeah. See, I think I would rather travel across the world, but at the same time, I love, like, the look of outer space.
Yeah, well...
Like, I think it looks amazing. Like, looking at, like, pictures of galaxies and stars and even the Earth from above, I think it just looks amazing. And to be able to see that in person would be cool, but at the same time, I get where you're coming from. But, yeah. So that's another simple question. Now, the third one and final one. I forget what this one is. What is our ideal 3? You just talked about this earlier.
You always do that. You always get these questions after I tell you. I literally sat down and wanted to talk about this. I told you in detail what I wanted my ideal 3D Mario game to be.
Yes, you did. So, we already answered that question, gosh darn it.
Oh, that's funny. Jack Black would be fun to hang out with.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
He was on the X-Files.
That doesn't surprise me.
Doesn't it?
No.
He was good in that episode, too.
Jack Black is Jack Black.
Jack Black, he'd be fun.
Then I'm going to rearrange this question.
I guess.
And ask...
What?
You know, with them possibly doing remasters on the Switch, what would you want to see in Smash
Didn't we talk about this?
Remastered?
All the levels.
All of them?
Every
like from every
level.
game?
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted more levels and characters. When all those DLC characters, it's got to the point where I didn't want this character or that character. I wanted levels. Levels is a big part of that game, in my opinion. Fun levels to play.
Levels and characters, yeah.
There comes a point where you don't need any more characters, in my opinion. But levels, you can do 1 million levels.
Huh. Yeah.
I want to see every level ever made.
Some of them deserve
I
to come back.
seriously do.
Yeah. There was a lot of 64 ones in this.
That's because they didn't need much retouching.
Barely any Melee. The only Melee one I can remember is Temple. I don't think there was another Melee one, was there? I don't think so.
No, I don't know.
And there was a few Brawl ones. And I'm glad they brought back the pirate ship.
Yes, that was one of my most wanted.
Yeah. So, okay. Well then, is that it?
What was your question again? Just about Smash?
Yeah, like what would you want to see in a remastered Smash Wii U?
We don't need more characters.
Honestly,
the only character left is King K. Rool.
If they add any characters, I would want them to bring back Ice Climbers at least. I miss them. Ice Climbers, King K. Rool would be nice, and maybe bring back like Snake or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be
like
nice.
how about this? The ultimate version of Smash, bring back all the previous characters that were cut, all the stages, and then basically combine Smash Wii U and 3DS.
You wouldn't need to make another Smash game ever again.
Sakurai's probably thinking the same thing. He's probably like, I don't want to keep doing this because he's getting like worn out.
I understand.
So just make the ultimate version.
Right.
Add everything.
That might be what they need to do if he's not going to make another one.
Yeah, just add everything. Add all the characters that were cut. Add all the stages. And then just take all the content that was from Wii U and 3DS and put it all into one game. Like add Smash Run and Smash Tour both in one, and fix the classic mode because I think 3DS classic mode is better than Wii U classic mode, but that's just me. And maybe add an adventure mode. That would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like another story, like
yes.
Subspace. That would be cool. But it's not needed. That would just be a really cool extra. So. Okay. Well, if that's it then, I think we're good to end this off.
I'm still thinking about that question. Gosh darn it.
What, the
actress part of it. Goodness, I mean...
I don't know, who's your favorite actress?
I like Kate Blanchett.
Then would you want to be her?
I like Gwyneth Paltrow. I mean, are we talking about acting ability or...
What?
Nothing.
Anne Hathaway, there you go.
No. Anne Hathaway. Nah, I'm not a big fan of her.
Kate Winslet.
Give me a list of actresses.
Kate Winslet.
No.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I like her.
Julie Andrews, although she's something.
Oh God.
Halle Berry.
Hmm. See, you can't name any either.
No, I really can't name a lot of
You
actresses.
see that?
Like, I've seen a lot of actresses. I just don't know a lot of names. Because I don't really follow names that much. Miley Cyrus is an actor, technically.
She's a musician.
She's an actor. She started as a kid
Oh,
actor.
come
remember?
on. But she was playing
Hannah
a musician.
Montana.
She played a musician, though. I don't want to meet her. Hang out with her, whatever.
Demi Lovato.
She's not an actress, is she?
Yeah, she was. She acted
I don't
in
think
a
I've
few
seen
movies.
one thing she's done, so that
Well,
doesn't
Disney Channel
count.
stuff. Disney Channel stuff.
Don't count.
This is bad.
It is bad.
The girl that plays the Chinese fighter dude in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Melinda May? She played
She
Chun-Li in the
voices
Street
Mulan.
Fighter movie.
She voices Mulan.
She was Chun-Li.
And Mulan.
I don't want to meet her. She scares me. I do like the girl who plays Gemma. Fitz and
Oh, okay.
Simmons. Because I should have said that.
Yeah, say that. Don't say.
Well, they've been calling her Gemma a lot lately. So.
Oh, okay. I just had an actress in my head, and then you went off on that tangent.
I smell like tacos, man.
I like tacos.
I smell like them.
The girl from Seinfeld.
Julie Louis-Dreyfus? No.
Lucille Ball.
No. See, if you would have said musician, I got that one right away.
Who?
Katy Perry.
Oh, okay.
Number one easily, man.
I was saying
I'd
musician,
love to
I'd
hang
say
out
like
with her.
Taya Smith.
I don't know who that is.
From Hillsong.
Oh. All right, we're wasting time.
Yeah,
on this.
we
What
are
you
wasted.
doing?
We're just
Sit
kind of
there.
like, okay. So I guess that is it for episode 3. It's actually not as long as we were thinking.
Well, I didn't do my one thing.
Oh, okay. It was right an hour and a half.
We're almost. Huh?
We're at an hour and a half. So this is about.
I thought it was longer than that.
Nope. This is basically about as long as it was last week. So even with the NX stuff, we.
Well, I didn't bring my paper. There might have been more on there.
That's true. That's
You
true.
know it.
So next week might be a little longer. Who knows? But then again, next week we won't have as much to talk about as far as gaming news, probably, because we're not getting any more Switch news until
Arkham City. If I start that, I don't know if I will.
That's true. That is
I
true.
don't think. Nothing else. Well, nothing else.
Did you
coming
lay
up.
that there? Arkham
What?
City?
Yes.
Oh, when did you do that?
Today.
Oh. Okay. Okay, anyway. Thank you all for listening, and tune in next week for episode 4. I didn't talk
The
about
Phantom Menace.
I didn't talk about the you this, but I'll just say it on live. It's not live, but on podcast. How would you feel about in episode 5 we get someone else in here and
Who?
I don't know. Someone. Maybe we can do like Jason or
I can ask him.
see if maybe
he'll
Jason
sit here
can
and talk about how dumb Nintendo is.
basically. Maybe he can do a little sports thing then.
He should make a Mario Maker level.
That would be
Should
cool.
make him do it.
We should. Anyway, so episode 5 we might have a special guest.
You
Like I
just
said,
clapped your hands and went red.
eventually
I'm
would love
I'm
to
gonna pre-order a Pro.
What?
PS4 Pro.
Have fun with that.
I'm pre-ordering
It's
one.
stupid, but thank you.
No, it isn't.
There's no point.
Better graphics and more
There's
memory.
no
My memory.
Point.
Better graphics.
There's no point.
More memory. I need more memory. All right.
Sorry, I saw Nintendo Switch and I got excited, but it's nothing. So yeah, episode 5 we might have a guest, and eventually down the line I would love to eventually do some special guests, not necessarily just like in-person guests, but even maybe have some guests. Like I would love to have some guests from Game Explain or other YouTube channels like Some Call Me Johnny and stuff. Now this isn't a promise because we're not that big, so the fact of them coming on here is very small, but you never know. So until then, everybody, thank you all for watching. Join us next week for episode 4, and until then, sayonara.
Bye. I'm sorry I forgot my list. I feel like I'm forgetting a bunch of things, and I don't like that.
We'll know for sure next week. Tink!
Remind me to bring my list.
I will.
I can't believe I forgot. I even thought of it right before I came. Is that the end?